All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into Dak Prescott and a growing situation affecting the whole sports world as it intertwines with the world of marriage, the world of man and woman, and the engagement between husband and wife. And the thing that can step in the way of that is something that stipulates what happened for those who don't live up to the vows statement until death do us part. And they want to get out of this shit early, that being the prenup. Getting you a prenup. And a lot of times, this is the deal breaker in that shit. And I think it is an important thing because it says a lot about a person who will let a marriage blow up over them having to sign a prenup, meaning money they did not come in with does not belong to them. And therefore makes you feel like a goddamn fool to have gotten a situation like that. So let me read into this little thing I caught off of this situation between these two. Dak Prescott and Sarah Jane Ramos, wedding called off over a massive prenup fight. So she wanted to fight over this damn fool's money. Like, he made a smart decision, homie. Made a real smart decision that this woman just owned you for the bread. She's going to lock herself in for the bread. It's probably going to walk away from you, homie. And with that shit being said, the chick that can let a situation go like that, where you in a relationship, you hope everything is all peaches and cream. And then when it comes time to signing those damn papers to say, yeah, we're going to really test the whether or not you are true. And if you true, there's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about to breaking apart and this and that and needing to split the money, because it should be law. It should be law for what you did not help build a person, what you did not come in with. You should not walk away with what somebody else has accumulated based on, employment, their earnings and things like that. You do not deserve a piece of that. Now, if it's a situation where sometimes partners will go into business together, and if there's earnings from that, certain revenue and value in the company, then yeah, that should be split upon the separation of the two. But come in this situation where you ain't taking the field, you ain't punching the clock with this person, you ain't spend the hours on the job floor, wherever else, interface with customers, and then you can walk away from a marriage only looking for a piece or a half of what somebody's earned is bullshit. And there's a lot of situations that end like that. Marriage should not be something that connects people through finances. Marriage is supposed to be something about love, not about ripping somebody at the fucking bank, not ripping somebody at the wallet. It should not be nothing about that. Money should not be a factor going into marriage. If people are looking to be married, it should be solely based on the love between these two, the commitment these two have made to God, not the commitment they made to now locked into access to your bank account. And now this fool, because I hear they got kids, I've seen videos of the kid, and I hate to say this shit, he may be in a situation like Michael Jackson. So I hate to put that shit out there, but I think a black dude having an intermixed kid, them kids should have a little bit more blackness in the features and shit. So he don't want to be walking around like Blanket. These are my babies. They're so silly. These are my kids. Blanket is mine. I would never do a thing like that. So, he may escape this one. So they said Dak was said to be pushing Sarah Jane hard for a strict prenup, says to protect his new $240 million. You goddamn right. I'll protect that shit too. Like, I love you, bitch, but you ain't getting none of this shit. You don't live in this house that this money done afforded with this shit. You get a brand new car. You can take these trips, and then they're going overboard. This motherfucker, because you got money, want to get married in Italy. Ain't no motherfucking way. We ain't getting married to none of that bullshit. Especially me as a black motherfucker. I sure in the hell ain't about to spend my money with no goddamn Italians. About to go to Italy. Man, fuck you, bitch. And then when I look up, you see her family all in the fucking picture with him, with the kids and this and that. They was looking to take this fool to the ringers. This some new age Robin Givens shit. And then it says, Ramos says they got into a huge screaming match, says right on their yacht, says after she refused to sign. On their yacht, is this a charter yacht? I hope this dumb motherfucker ain't buy him a damn yacht living in no goddamn Texas. Because this chick a Florida chick. So she didn't, man, she was about to, woo! She got somebody on the side. She digging in this stupid nigga pockets. Following the fight, insiders say they permanently broke up, says, and ended their wedding plans. If it is that simple for someone to break off a marriage like that, they were never intending to stay in this shit for the duration of time. For however long each one of them were to live until the other had expired. And that's always the danger when you're a person that comes into money like that and you get that pussy whipped. You talking about walking down the aisle. You a goddamn fool. Bitch, you'll have 100 of my fucking kids before we walk down the goddamn aisle. Hell no. Nah. Like I'll send you some bread on the side, but all that other shit, nah, you ain't touching none of this. You ain't come in with none of this shit. And it be like dudes we be so lost and whipped over these chicks. We pick bitches, find bitches up off the bus stop. You give a fuck, you be dipping in a motherfucking Rolls Royce fan. You see a bad bitch with her bus pass standing at the damn bus stop. You will pull that motherfucker over, tell her to hop in, and you'll make that your bitch. That's how pussy whip motherfuckers get, and how much we'll lift a chick from, kind of the lower ends of poverty and build them all the way up into a palace. And then these bitches will go into this stupid ass law that they have written in this damn country to where motherfucker can take half of your assets just based on you being married to them because you get the hump a few times a night. Man, get the fuck out of here. That's why I've always stayed away from marriage, and I'm a poor motherfucker. I wouldn't give a bitch half of my bowl of cereal in a divorce. Fuck no, you gotta be crazy. And then Max in the building says, smart man. He got smart knowing that when he did that shit, that his bitch was filed. Like, how you gonna break off the damn relationship over that shit? That means no love. You was just only after the money. You can't sign it. You didn't earn a penny of this shit. That's even like when Steven Jackson broke that shit out. That a lot of these fools find these bras. I will be like Anthony Edwards in this motherfucking game. They better start taking notes from Anthony Edwards on how to deal with these bras. And that's real shit. You had, what's that fool? Jefferson. What's that fool? What's the bald head fool? He used to play with the New Jersey Nets. The fool used to jump high and dunk. He left his bra on the fucking altar. He ain't show up because he found out the bitch was on some sideways shit like that. Steven Jackson told a story about that shit. What's that fool name? What's that fool Jeffries? He used to play with the let me see, somebody wrote that in the chat. I know who I'm talking about. Fool used to play with the Nets. He do commentator now. And then I know Boxing in the building says salute to the chat. And the Steph in the building says be well, says salute to the chat, says here we go, salute. And Steph, you about to get married too and shit. So I already know she got you pussy. Well, you probably done signed over all of your shit. You better be careful and shit. Better be careful. Jefferson, but no, what's that fool first name? Fool name Jeff? No, what's the name? Jason Jefferson or some shit. That fool did that shit with the bra he was about to marry. They was at the damn chapel. That fool didn't show up. He said, "Fuck that shit." Threw him a party somewhere else. Richard Jefferson, thank Cool Breeze. Richard Jefferson did that shit. These fools meeting these no good ass pretty bitches. Like, fuck up out of here. And then in the picture of T says they got into a screaming match, says on his yacht, says on his yacht, not their yacht, says correction. Man, I would dare on no goddamn yacht, and Dak gone crazy and shit. And instead says hit the like button, says share and subscribe, damn right. And he says Dak done made $500 million, says with the Cowboys twice, says he's been the highest paid QB, says yeah, and he need to protect that motherfucking money. And this stupid ass broad ain't been raised right and groomed right. And the lessons taught, a lot of lessons ain't been taught to a lot of these chicks. They getting taught by all these wrong ass females that teach them that the only thing that only thing that they have to do is to seduce a motherfucking dude. Throw that pussy at him. Do this to keep the pussy like this. Keep the pussy tight like that. Don't do nothing else. You ain't got to watch the house. Have this nigga buy a maid. Just keep the pussy tight. Keep him hypnotized. This and that. And when he marry you, take half that shit. The rest of us need motherfucking help about this village we come from. These fools be fucking raising these old immigrant ass, get a daddy a cow ass motherfucker, and you can have the daughter ass people. And then they get over here. You know, I talked to this the damn Ethiopian cat I was telling you about, the old cat who thought I was African just based on the way I conduct myself and shit. He didn't think that black people conduct themselves the way in which, you know, I go about, you know, the way that I move and shit, and the way that I speak and stuff. So he thought I was an African or some shit. He thought I was from Ethiopia. But this fool was an old cat that come to America because he was a soldier, because he missing his eye. His eyes, the you know, how you got the pupil here, that shit is dead. Something happened. I didn't want to ask him what happened, if he got shot in the eye or what it was. But his people was fighting his own people. The Ethiopians out there in Tigray, for you follow history and shit, he was on the other side. He ended up having to take refuge, come to America. But the fool was telling me, this the shit he was saying. And this how fucked up marriage America makes marriages and shit. The motherfucker been here since the goddamn 80s and shit. He got a wife back in Africa. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I said, how do your wife stay faithful? He don't want to bring her here because he said the minute she get off the plane, the minute she start telling him no and what the fuck she ain't gonna do. He said the minute he said the minute she come to America, he divorced her. I said, it's fucking fool. It's crazy. Because he said he had another homie that was from, I think he was Afghan. He said the minute his wife, he flew his wife over here, the minute she got off the plane, she talking about with the bags like, no, she ain't about to touch nothing. She ain't about to do nothing. Because they let that shit in America. They got rights and this and that. He don't want his wife over here. He go see his wife whenever he take his ass back to Africa. Outside of that, he send her money so she take care of her family because it's the way they do it over there. But outside of that, bringing her here and being with her, he said, hell to no. He said, because they don't listen. He said, they come here and they do this and this and that. And they say, no, no, no. He said, no, she stay over there. She my wife in Africa. But the minute she come here, I got to divorce her. I said, it's full crazy. Then he goes back to this shit. A broadened opportunity of coming to coming into new financial opportunities. In the minute she looks to possess all of that shit. She's being fed all this information. They reading the law books and shit without law degrees, but they know more than fucking Johnny Cochran on how to manipulate the system and take motherfucking shit. They know these fools contract, what they making and all this shit. And Dak done met her somewhere. You best believe, because she a little snow bunny, she was doing some real freaky deaky shit. And she hooked that fool in. Because when you got a lot of money, man, these chicks gonna let you do all type of little freaky deaky nasty shit. And you don't want to let them go. You be like, damn, I gotta get some more of that shit. I got to get some more. And then they put on the nice representative that you like. But as soon as you get hooked in, y'all been doing shit for a long time, then here comes the annoying side of the motherfuckers. And then you want to let them go, but then you be like, damn, I'm gonna miss this pussy though. Oh, fuck, I keep this bitch here. And then the bitch grow attached to you, can't let her go. But the minute you want to walk down that aisle, the motherfucker don't want to sign a prenup. And this bitch been poor all her life. Her damn parents is peasants and shit. She thinks she deserve half of your goddamn dough. That shit crazy. And I don't know why motherfuckers teach their daughters this shit. That they teach them the only thing they have to bring to the table is pussy, ass, and titties. Get the fuck out of here. Picture RT says men are getting smarter. Absolutely. You gotta protect them assets, your money. And then and the Steph says Dak is that's supposed to be mulatto. Says Mama White says and he almost married a white Mexican, says barely any black. That's why I'm looking at the kids, man. Kids look like some Michael Jackson blanket and shit. And then and it still says, however, says that came from a hard place like the rest of us. Says plus his mama and brother already with the father in heaven. Says battle their death, says the humanity. Wait the fuck up. Wait, so he done lost all these, man. They hunting, they preying on this fool. They preying on this motherfucker. That bitch cold, homie. Man, Dak should have kicked that bitch off and brought them what's that nigga with Cardi B? He be having hoes. Stephon Diggs. He should have called Stephon Diggs, told him to bring some hoes over. Man, fuck this dumbass broad. So they was preying on this fool. He out here vulnerable in the eyes of predatory succubus ass whores. They were preying on him. He got no mama. His brother gone and his dad is gone. Man, come on. This shit just got worse. That just made things worse with that shit. Yeah, he ought to throw that bitch in the ocean. And get the fuck off my yacht, bitch. Here's a life vest. Get the fuck up out of here. You've been filed from the get-go. Oh, hell no. Yeah, that bitch cold. Like, if you gonna be in this situation, you gonna live this lifestyle, have access to all this shit. You tripping off a prenup. Like, that's why you gotta be these athletes and any motherfucker coming to money you gotta be smart. And even it be even hard when you come up with bitches you done grew with. And you come into money, you watch how they let money change them and shit. And it don't just be that they let the money change them, they let the motherfucking bitches that's in their ear. It's always the bitches in young ladies' ears doing this and that. That's why I be saying I don't blame none of the broads I've been with. I blame the bitches that them brought them up because all bitches get fed that shit. It's kind of the same thing with broads. And what bitches think you got to do? You done fuck. You need to pay for this pussy. Girl, you stupid fucking for free. You stupid. They just teach bitches to be whores. They don't teach love out of these broads. That's why it's hard for me to love them. I can love a broad, be having so much care for them, can do shit for them, but I'll turn that shit off like that. I understand the game. I stick to a player-ass rule. I don't do the pimping shit, but I keep it right in the margins of that shit of how to deal with these chicks. But also to be a little bit of a gentleman on one end of that shit. But not no sucker, not no sap-ass dude. But that shit cold-blooded. That his family is gone and this broad will flip like that because she was preying on this fool's paper. Oh, no. Be about your paper, man. Velocity Cuss says, bitch, you wasn't with me. Says, shooting in the gym, huh? Says, bitch, you wasn't with me. Says, with me shooting in the gym. Man, that bitch wasn't in there taking none of them sacks. This bitch wasn't out there reading routes, throwing passes downfield, hoping there ain't an interception. She wasn't in for none of that shit. Living the easy life. You got babies. She support financially because she got 2 kids with the fool. But you tripped over a prenup, over money that ain't yours. Because what? You got pussy and you done pushed out a baby. Get the fuck out of here. The audacity of these bras. Cool Breeze said Richard Jefferson was the other fool walked away from the altar. Steven Jackson. It's probably a bunch of these fools. And the step says the Cool Breeze saying salute. He's saying salute back. And then the Arnold Boxing says the wise man equals Charleston White. Says one said says vagina comes standard with every female. Says that's all the female brings to the table. Says and it's 15 women to every one man or to every man here in America. Choose wisely. And that's what makes the choices hard. But it ain't just that, it's about what society has taught young women. And if for young men to have to choose in that shit. And especially if you're a young dude that's rolling into a field that has income that sets you for the rest of your life, as long as you're fucking wise with that shit. And even at a young age, there's young girls that prey upon these dudes. Especially it's hard for the young athlete. It's hard for the young athlete. And a lot of times what breaks the young athlete who comes in the large sums of money is the wrong bitch. And a bitch who can flip out and act a nut and do all type of shit to want to ruin you. Like that shit is a crazy shit. Velocity says shouts to Dakota. Says gotta keep it players. Says shady ass chicks. Says want to see a nigga go out like Lorenzo White. That shit was cold. That's another one. That's foul as fuck. It's another one with the white chick on trial right now out of Utah. In Utah. The white chick, and this is why I be saying I don't be wanting bitches cooking for me, none of that shit. Bitch, we gonna eat together. Don't make me plates, because a lot of chicks at work are that I come around, a lot of chicks be wanting to fucking buy food and feed me and all this other shit. And I'll be like, I'm good. I'm like serious on that shit. I don't want nothing. Don't bring me shit back. But this fool in Utah, even any bitch who I ever fuck with can tell you that shit. I don't, bitch, if you don't bring me no food, if I ain't see you pull that shit like that episode of Martin and shit where Gina want the life insurance and he swap her plate, I'm just like that. And so fucking this chick married to this dude. This dude was telling his family that if he ends up dead, his wife had something to do with it. This motherfucker was coming up sick and shit. And then out of nowhere, he dies. And they claim it was from like fentanyl or some shit. They're like, man, he wasn't on drugs like that. The wife writes this damn book. This book ended up being a bestseller. She go on like fucking The View or some shit. The View have her on there to let her present this book. The book sales go off. They got the husband and the little kids. They got 3 little kids and he in heaven and shit. She done profited, made all this money off of this shit. She was forging his name and life insurances policies right before his death. But then she didn't know that the trust he had from the company he built, that she thought she would benefit from his death and his trust. She didn't know that some weeks, or it might even been less than some weeks, a few days before he died, he signed that shit over to his sister. And then some other shit come out. This bitch on trial right now for poisoning that fucking dude to take his bread. Lorenzen White, old bitch. And Lorenzen White Wright's mom died from his fucking death. And to see that his wife behind that shit because she pussy whipped some suck ass dudes who went out there and killed this dude for no fucking reason. They don't even know what they didn't like about this dude because one nigga was getting some pussy, getting some freak shit. Niggas are suckers out here. You be having to watch that shit. I watch all of this shit. That's like I said, I had a story where I'm about to kill a bitch one time. This bitch pop up to the house, parked across the street. Like, I'm seeing shit like, hold on, bitch, I'll be back outside. Let me go grab a jacket. Like, yeah, you try any funny shit. And anybody pop out around this motherfucker. Like, man, come on, man. You just can't. I don't put nothing past nobody. I done seen some of the most scandalous shit. The stories of some of the most scandalous shit. I don't put nothing past near funky motherfucker. And especially I done seen some of the most scandalous shit that a bitch out here would do. Like, come on, man. Sometimes motherfuckers sleeping with the damn devil. And if Picasso says sounds like your wedding is going to be at a Chuck E. Cheese. Says Steven Jackson did it. Says Steven Jackson girl did it. Says I believe Duncan from the Spurs had a wife issue. Says he got out of. Oh, I hear that his wife. I just recently seen some shit where his wife was on some foul shit, or heck, the kids may not have been his or some shit like that. The shit with Steve Nash and shit and his wife, like these hoes is, whoa, man. These fools found some dog assholes, but that because they fall in love with whores. They fall in love with girls who are out here to get fucked and try to throw that pussy on somebody and get them whipped enough to where they want to marry him. They say, girl, I love you. I don't want nobody to have you. Let's go get married. That's what these stupid ass motherfuckers do. I'm gonna buy you a Range Rover. That's just like the one girl had the Migo motherfucker. She had that Migo fool buy her motherfucking Bentley truck. What's her name? Sweetie. Pretty ass little chick, Sweetie. She probably went, she don't even like, she be giving the damn poo nanny up. So when she break it with that fool, she with YG and shit. She with all type of motherfuckers. But guess what? She ain't wifed up. Because all she can bring to the table is pussy, and she probably ain't even using that pussy to fuck. And then you get a lot of pretty girls like Sweetie, who just, you know, from an exterior standpoint, they just drop dead gorgeous, pretty the motherfucker, but it's pure trash in the bed because she too pretty. She don't want to do no wild, freaky, rough shit. You just got to be lame. She don't fuck back. She don't do none of that shit. She too pretty. She don't want to get her makeup messed up. It hurt. All that shit. This bitch boring. God damn. I'm sorry, Sweetie. This shit just ain't gonna work, man. I gotta go. Trump done fucking drafted me to the war. I'll see you if I make it back. Fuck out of here. But you're a rapper. Yeah. They just recruited me though. It is. Steph says, says, yeah, Red says, I'm careful, says, and that says, and that's something her and I talk about all the time. Says having to teach and learn with her. Says we are in a good spot, says, and I'm looking forward to all the good, says the bad, says to all the good, the bad, and the ugly. You just gotta work out through the bad. But as long as, man, a lot of chicks got to get out of this money habit shit to go in with relationships. That's why even when I was young, like when most motherfuckers getting like girlfriends in high school, not even in junior high, everything was about money. Nigga, I ain't had no motherfucking money. Like, fuck is this? Like, bitch, why can't you have some money and buy me some shit? That's why I start getting into. And that's what it has worked for me. It ain't nothing for me to have a chick to go buy some shit. Like, I ain't with that trick and shit. Whoever set that standard, they set that standard for themselves. I ain't living by none of that shit. Because I think motherfuckers are stupid as fuck. And people have set some real effed up rules that don't work for nobody. That's why 400, I say a million years in existence of men and women, marriage and couple shit, and people still can't figure this shit out. I got to figure it out. All the way figured out by not listening to none of the shit that motherfuckers teach, because they teaching some of the wrong ass shit. And then Nano Boxer says before the marriage, he put an equal sign for some reason. Says females bring their A game. Says after the marriage, females bring drama. Says 95% of women are this way. Says choose wisely, brothers. And then that's because they think they have control. They want to dominate. They think you're supposed to do this. It's this roles that people have to play, and everything is put on you. Like, hell no. Kubri says a lot of women says don't want to get married. Says a lot of women don't want to get married either. Says because if they date, says if they date by committee, says they get everything they want. Says they get everything they want in a man until they reach a certain point. When women are just hot, everybody on their ass, they don't give two fucks about a dude. You hear these chicks, fuck a nigga, this and then the white girls got their own version of fucking nigga too. They don't want to fuck with nobody. They want to be loose as a motherfucking goose and fuck everything, have everything put up in them, use every damn drug, use every damn bit of alcohol, just run themselves wild, just run themselves down and shit. And then where they hit a point to where they kind of hit the brink of not being hotties anymore or baddies anymore, and they cross over to an age that kind of age out of competition with the new arrival of the young adult females, and they push them out. And then now these bitches are slowed down, and guess what they're looking for? There's no more of them being able to hang out, do the spring break shit, club shit every week. Their bodies done worn out. They can't stay up as late as they used to. Stay drunk, hung over, get a few hours of sleep, pop right back up. Father time has hit them, and now they're slowed down. They want to be in the house. They turning down the invites, and then guess what they're looking for? I need a man. I need somebody. Now they want to settle the fuck down. Like, get the fuck out of here. But they won't do it when they're young, and it's just like they're not grown for that. And I don't knock them for that shit. I don't knock them. Let them have fun. Let them have fun. But you can't play with marriage, and a lot of people play with this marriage shit. And the one thing that in America, if we get real politicians that step in America, do their job of fixing things in America, finding solutions rather than being a bitch like Donald Trump, find solutions of how to fix things that are broken in this motherfucker. And one thing is marriage. Marriage should not be to where people are able to break each other financially. Now, people coming into where they both have their names on a home or some shit like that, you find a way, in a solution-based way, not a way of the woman. And this is where dudes feel fucked up with the court system. Man, this is all about a woman, man. And our niggas just give up. Man, I can't win. Shit, she gonna just have all of it. And they got this defeatist ass attitude. No, it should be solutions that are based for both people to win. If they got to sell that house, split it right down the middle. And then, and otherwise, if they don't want to do that, force them to stay together. Otherwise, people need to take their time with this marriage shit. And then I know Boxing says Travis Hunter is watching, says watching Dak Prescott situation, says wishing he had the balls to do the same. Travis Hunter be stupid if he didn't sign a prenup and that broad get on what everybody suspected her being on. But the broad should be and this is where wiser women or women even in his support group to speak to this chick, lace her up, Teach her how to be there. Be a wife, not to be a runaway and shit. Some of these bitches are, what's that song? She's a runner. She's a track star. A lot of these bitches want to be that shit. That song hits so deep into the heart of a lot of situations with not even just the young current bitches, but all eras of bitches being runners and track stars. I used to sit back. This is one of the things that used to kill me off. Why I used to be like, I never want to be married. And it had nothing to do with people I watched growing up as a young kid. It was older people, like the World War II vets. I'll be listening to them tell stories. Like I said, I've always been around this shit. And listen to the older cats who were World War II vets and probably Korean War vets and all that shit. Not the Vietnam ones. The Vietnam ones, when I were young, were still in their like 20 or 30s and shit. But the older veterans from World War II and fucking Korean shit, where I'll be hearing some of them tell stories, and they'll talk about how they be getting put in dilemmas on this marriage shit. These niggas heading off the war, and a bitch stating that they either you gonna marry me or I'm gonna go with somebody else. It's somebody else pursuing me and this and that. And I'll be here listening to old cats tell that story, and I'll be like, well, why you? I should always be wondering, like, well, how can a woman tell you that shit? Let her fucking go. Like, is she that damn special? What is she, the fucking queen? What the fuck? She, I know what pussy was and shit, but now I get older, like, damn, what she had a diamond encrusted coochie? Like, the fuck? Like, bitch, I'm going over to fight fucking Japs and shit. Fuck you, bitch. I go fuck Mama Son while I'm in Korea. I don't give a fuck about you. Like, that's my mentality. But I sit here, the old cats talk like that. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? Like, it's an unloyal chick. So now you done passed over all this shit to marry a bitch you ain't even about to be around. Like, you sit there, write all these letters. That used to be the funny thing when I used to be in fucking basic, because I used to never write. I was never a writer. Now I can write, have no issue with just letting shit flow on a pen. But I used to have no need to sit there and write. Like, right before they make us go to sleep, everybody used to go. When we first got to go to the little PX shit, the first thing everybody was buying was stamps, envelopes, and notepads. Every night when we fucking get about an hour before they shut off the lights and all that shit, everybody in these notepads doing this shit. But what started that shit was the niggas did a cadence. I forget to this day how this cadence go. It's about something about Jody. They say this not no just Jody come from out some military shit. Michael Singletary, whatever his name, John Singleton put that shit in the baby boy of Tyrese role being Jody. But in the military, people in the military know Jody is the nigga back home fucking your girl. And so they had this cadence talking about some Jody shit. And the cadence talking about like basically like the nigga back there fucking your girl. And then our cadence used to go, cause we had, then what was my basic? My basic was like, was it 20 weeks? Was it? Then what was my basic? My basic is it was 4 months, whatever it was. We had 4 month basic training. And so they'll count down in the weeks to make that shit long. And these fools who had girls back home, man, we got back to the end of the day and back in the barracks, right? For they give us about an hour or some shit. You either shine your boots, get your uniform and shit ready for tomorrow, talk and do all this other shit. But basically the right then is being the writing like a motherfucker. Writing back to these girls back home and shit. And some of them be let down. A lot of the relationships are dead after that shit. Especially you out of high school, think this bitch about to stay there. You gone 4 months, or you best believe that cooch is hot. She out there partying. She become a different person. Now these fools is crazy. And then Matthew says, "Let's go Cowboys." And then Barry says all the FBA athletes says literally pay women millions, says to be with them. Says Tank Davis paid his ex millions, says to have his babies. Yeah, they suckers because he didn't know how to deal with that pretty ass chick. That chick was a pretty broad off the internet. And guess what? Bras don't gotta clean that shit. Or some people who don't like seeing that shit. Look at these girls just revealing themselves. All your Muslim acting ass niggas. We want your girls covered in hibajis, whatever them clothes that the people over in Middle East women wear. The little garb shit they wear to cover everything up. But these bras can show all that ass, play in the cooch, show titties, and all it makes them is more high value because so many dudes have sucker mentality. Me, I be just wanting to fuck. A lot of these dudes get these chicks and want to marry them. This is my girl now. Be ready to fight, shoot, all this shit over the girl they didn't caught off the internet. who they done first got a glimpse of her showing her ass and titties to the goddamn world. These fools are marry these fucking broads and then get them pregnant with the quickness. And then Matthew, but that's kind of the mark that dudes want to leave. I think that's animalistic. You get a bad bitch and you fucking with her, the first thing you want to leave your mark is placing some nut up in her. And you make her not get the abortion because them kids, your motherfucking your kind of piece to the world, let them know y'all was here, I saw and I conquered. And then Matthew says, Dak fought off some fake rape allegations, says a couple of years ago, I think. Yeah, that's the thing you deal with. When the Brits can't get your money, they're going to claim you did that shit. And the Barry says, YFBA men says always praising Latinas, says they goofies. Says like Shannon Sharp paying $20 million, says to a 304. What's wrong with Latina women? Shit, they women, shit. Ain't nothing wrong. I don't base shit off of race because it's black bitches that do motherfuckers dirty too. Ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Just dealing with a bitch is a bitch. It ain't got nothing to do with her race and shit. Like shit, you sound goofy making that comment. And then Steph says, yeah, man, says his mother passed, says from a long battle with cancer. Says then he shattered his ankle. Says then brother committed suicide. Says Dak was about to take his own life. Says he told reporters years later, says homie was down. And they got a broad that want to do that shit because she got to sign a prenup. Fucking dingbat, bro. And then Arnold Box says Tyreek Hill, says Miami Dolphins receiver, says probably told Dak, says don't be stupid like me. Says his ex-wife took him to the cleaner. Says they were only married for less than 2 years. Man, fool, stupid. Ain't no way. With money, marriage, absolutely not. You fuck how much I like you. I don't get the point of marriage. I mean, some of us be trying to use so we all had the same last name. Nobody give a fuck about your last fucking name. They see you together. Get the fuck out of here. What is the purpose of marriage? If we locked in and committed, we know not to step out and do all type of shit to embarrass one another. It's simple as that. Now, when it comes down to it to lock you in so you have benefits, if I'm a high-earning motherfucker, then I may want to do that to secure you. Lock you in and this and that. Yeah, let's walk down the aisle and been here long enough. Shit, fuck it. Nobody ain't gonna want your stinking old ass anyway. Shit, I'm locked in with you now. Then you go do that shit. Kubrick says that old song says for the love of money, says tells you a lot about money and relationships. Fact, not even just relationships, just interacting with people in general. And the Steph says, yeah, I remember that. Matthew says at 304 says shut the fuck up real quick. Says he countersued her. And then Matthew says, okay, Steph says I was trying to remember what happened with that situation. And then Steph says, yeah, says you peep the photos. Says always her family and friends. Says Dad kind of be alone. Says that kind of be a lone ranger. Says for a while. Says big ups for always choosing the high road in public eye. Yeah, because I was looking at the video of her, and when I'm showing they highlighting her running to him and doing this Kim Kardashian type of bullshit, and then it's all of her little female relatives in the Cowboys kind of executive rooms and all that other shit. And I was looking like, so when you brought that up about all his family is dead, it made sense why I don't see none of his people there. And I'm like, when I hear this shit, I'm like, oh, they preying on this nigga now. Her mother and aunties and grandmothers are pulling some Robin Givens ass shit. Because you best believe this is the heartlessness of a lot of these fucking women out here. That's what makes it hard for like politicians to win over dudes in this country. Kamala running up because people view how women have gotten down. What's her name? Crockett down in Texas running up against a dude. Like that shit got to change, man. And these be chicks where there's no fathers in their lives that are taught this kind of bullshit. And the Cool Breeze says, for the love of money, says people will steal from their mothers. Says rob their own brothers. Says don't let money change it. Says almighty dollar. And then Otto Boxer says all men, says no matter the race, says should give Dak Prescott standing ovation. Absolutely, salute to him. And then Picasso says she definitely got ran through in college. Says look at Scottie Pippen ex-wife. Look at Scottie Pippen embarrassment. Look at the embarrassment Scottie got to face with the bitch he chose to have kids with. But that's more of she embarrassing her fucking self and her child, not so much as Scottie Pippen. But Scottie Pippen got to be looking like, damn, she fucking with my teammate's little son, who I'm a godfather to. This bitch throwing a pussy at this young fool. That's the ultimate goal. Michael Jordan's son probably value that as like virgin pussy, being he smashing an older lady he used to see all the time, probably walk around in bathing suits and shit. And then Barry says a lot of black men have literally built up Latinas, and Snow Bunny says it won't stop anytime soon. But you see what Latinas and black folks have always been intermixing to begin with. You look at the Latino islands and Latina islands, there's a lot of intermixing. Cuba, all throughout South America. So it ain't no new thing. Even in America, interracial relationships with black folks ain't nothing new neither. People want to act like it. So many of these new arriving Europeans act like it because they just got here. But black people have always been fucking white women and impregnating them for hundreds of fucking years. But because new arrival people who have just come from out of Europe and have come into this country where it is a melting pot of a lot of races of people, it seems something foreign to new arrivals who know nothing about history. And as simple as that, this is nothing new. Women of other races have pussies, right? You can create babies with them. They are human. If they are attractive, then you fuck with them. Some people fuck with them out of being coons and shit. And then Kubrick says the Vegas porn star says who decapitated her husband says that keeps sleeping with his son, says it's crazy. Oh, we was talking about her yesterday. Or one of these days, not that long ago. Yeah, she was wild too, but I think something happened to her. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me text my kids. Yeah, we was talking about her yesterday. But 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, we was talking about that the other day, and that shit is wild. And his son is foul as fuck for doing what he's doing. Foul as hell to be doing that. And he weird for even coming around, knowing his son that married his other siblings' mother and shit. And then Barry says, I got a feeling, says Dak might have mental issues, says he might take the easy way out like his brother. I hope not. And then Kubrick says, and she was fine since that one time. Yeah, you get a lot. And that be the thing when you're dealing with pretty chicks, man. You deal with that with pretty chicks, pretty ass chicks. That's always kind of the like risk of dealing with like extremely pretty broads, because they already like extremely pretty broads. We already like insecure as fuck. And then they'll go through, they do a lot for vanity and shit, spend a lot of time in the mirror, spend a lot of time trying to look a certain way, not, worried about how the outside world may view them. And then they do things that change them. And then they'll go through like these psychological changes, just part of the natural process of aging and shit. And they'll do some shit to just fuck everything off in their face. And then they walk around looking weird, putting on makeup weirdly, looking foolish as fuck. And then now you dealing with that shit. And they going through some psychosis shit. The insecurity shit is breaking them down mentally and shit. Like shit. A lot of pretty chicks deal with that shit. That's why you had that girl from who was on, what's that chick fucked herself? A lot of these pretty chicks, but the one that threw me off is the one from Saved by the Bell. Deal with chicks go through that shit. Even chick I grew up with, seeing them go through the psychotic shit phases and shit. And then Steph says, don't say that shit. That Barry says, pray for the young sir, gang. And then Autobox says, Clifton Powell says, Pinky from Friday said his divorce cost him $10 million. Says over $10 million. Says it was a major setback for him financially. And see, divorces shouldn't be allowed to fuck you over financially, man. It shouldn't. But it'd be funny, like with women who end up being the breadwinners, somehow they're secured than a motherfucker. You don't hear many of them being taken to the fucking ringer on the bank, unless they just a chick desperate to find a fucking husband. And they end up marrying fucking homosexual ass dudes. Then them niggas be trying to take their money. But a lot of times you deal like an Oprah situation, all that shit. Nobody challenges Oprah about marriage. Oprah ain't marrying shit. She got too much money. But guess what? The dude who loves her ain't fucking tripping about that. He gonna stay with her. His life secure. He ain't got to do shit. This chick taking care of everything. She ain't stressing him. Why you don't take me here? Why am I always spending my money? Oprah ain't doing none of that shit. Stedman go down on her, eat her pussy. fucker. It's a happy motherfucking thing going over there in the high rise and shit. They be Oprah probably a freak too. She probably OnlyFans nasty with it. Imagine you just OnlyFans nasty with Oprah and she just a billionaire, bro. You imagine slutting out a billionaire, bro. Ain't like they got better coochie or nothing, but still the bro rich and shit and just take you on the trip. And Vlasi Cuss says gotta get you a Rihanna, cuz. Yeah, that fool ASAP Rocky did the right thing. Now he got to put a bulletproof vest on her ass. Rihanna pretty ass getting bust on and shit. Kubri says, what is that? How you say that name? What is that? Divine. Says Divine Michael says Las Vegas porn star. Now I thought she went by something else. But that could be her name. And then Steph says Mexican bra says shot in the Rihanna house recently. Says she's held for 10 million. Says for attempted murder, as that bitch should. So I guess they gave her $1 million for every round she fired then. But yeah, that chick shouldn't be on the streets. There's something definitely wrong with her. She like one of the broads. I mean, not the broad, but the dude who shot like the president and shit. Them kind of crazy motherfuckers. Velocity Cut says Lone Star says pray for Ree. And then Arnold Boxer says Steph Curry says Will Smith says looking at Dak says saying to themselves he's smart. Says he's not dumb like us. Says I'm stuck with this chick. Says because if I leave, she takes half. Yeah, and it's Steph Broad. Steph Broad is what she doing when she going through that little phase I was just talking about. How some broads go through this phase where the insecurity shit set in. She didn't have these babies. Her body changed on her, and she been a chick that's been highlighted on her vanity. She was pretty, the green eyes, all that other shit, and something changes, and now she's feeling less of this. Less attractive and all this other shit. And she going through her little psychotic phase. Same thing with Will Smith chick. That's what happened with Jada. Jada went through that little psychotic shit, being a pretty ass chick. And something changed. She ain't feeling beautiful no more and shit. Always sad. And the minute you like tired of that shit, don't play into that shit. She feeling neglected and all that other shit. That's what happened to them. That's simply it. And the Vice Cuss says facts. There's nothing worse than a fine chick. Says that ain't a certified freak. Man, absolutely. That shit is the worst. You expect a pretty ass chick to just be nasty and shit. They be wanting to be treated all cute. You gotta do this and that. Like I remember I had a little pretty ass chick. She used to do that little modeling type shit. It's bad. She'd be so boring. She'd be so boring than a motherfucking like, god damn. Like I'm a fucking halfway West Coast production porn star, bitch. Yeah, it's this boring shit. And then Steph says you can always still get a prenup. And then bitch better sign that shit on the top. I ain't going off we done married and tell the bitch sign a prenup. She can be like, yeah, right. I'm divorcing you now for saying that shit. Go right to court on your monkey ass. You get half. Just to look at your ass with his gavel like, you stupid motherfucker. Court is adjourned. They give her 99% of your shit, dummy. And then Steph says these bras haven't been slutted out yet. Says that's all. Shit, yes they have. Shit, motherfuckers be. And then like I was telling my homegirl Dan, I remember she was on here talking about how black chicks aren't raised to be wives and all this other shit. I was like, man, see, that's some other bullshit y'all be taught. Like, ain't no teaching. These white girls be ran the fuck through. And these white dudes is the biggest certified suckers you ever seen on the planet. That's why they all into that, what they call that shit, cuck shit. They girls be getting fucked, doing all type of wild shit. Spring break be popping because of snow bunnies. What else be popping? Fucking anything where it's drinking and a bunch of snow bunnies. These bitches get it cracking. At college be popping because of them, because they be getting ran through. They get all that fucking through them and all that other shit. And then when they all torn the fuck up, no longer the hottest thing on campus, some other little young group of bras and came through. Now they looking for a husband. It's a suck ass old 40-year-old virgin motherfucker, IT tech ass dude who looking for a wife, marries these motherfuckers and get treated like shit. And that bitch get tired of him, she'll set him up. And Picasso says the reason why it said, and she ain't got set him up. She be like, I'm a whore, and I need to do a boom cocky 3000. And that nigga allowed that shit. What's that shit like that UFC W Tito Ortiz married that bitch? What they call that shit when the bitches let a bunch of motherfuckers run through them? The bang, I forgot they used to have a name on that shit back in the day for the porn shit, but a bang cock is what the bitch that let happen to her, and they be married and all that shit. It's just to keep the bitch happy, let her have a bang cock. Bangkok South Central edition. You gotta go where all the black folks at. And then Picasso says the reason why you need protection says from wifey says because in the United States says even since Ronald Reagan era says was to get the black man out of the house. Says back into slavery. Says imagine them sitting in imagine them sitting in a think tank for you. Says in the think tank for you. And then they're looking at Picasso comment. Oh, that was Picasso comment. I thought Steph wrote that shit. And then Boxing, the Steph says, true, says, but you better make sure that prenup is ironclad, says, no way for her to get around it. Yeah, because Steph got a damn, he got an African chick too. So she better sign that shit. She going to be telling Steph why you treating her like animal. That's how you got you over here. Shit, gave your daddy some 2 goats and shit. What else you expect me to treat you like? I got you for a goddamn cow and shit. She gonna be like the African fool. I told you about he didn't want his wife come here because she gonna change up. Tell me why you treating me like animal. Listen, Miss Fufu. Listen, Miss Fufu. Hey, I ain't got time for all that shit. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, you better fix that shit immediately. You better fix that shit right away and shit. She gonna know her rights. I got rights, Steph. I'm no longer in the village. And then and the Velocity Cuss says facts, Steph. And then Steph says Ronald Reagan says hated black people. The Picasso says very unfortunate. And then that's why Ronald Reagan dead and his daughter was a fucking crack whore. And Picasso says we don't get caught up. Says we don't get caught up by accident. Says women is your weakness. Says and everyone knows that. Says that's why I'm disciplined now. Says I fucked up royally. Says I learned it. And then and Otto Boxer says, yep. He says women want to get married. Says when they get older and no longer desirable. Says Vivica Fox says a great example of this. Yep, Vivica Fox. And I'm telling you, I come across a lot of these older broads who are like that. A lot of them. And then Otto Boxer says you should call up one of your female friends. Says and ask her. Says why females think they're entitled to half a man's wealth. Says that'll be a good show. I mean, I'll be trying to get a lot of these broads be scared again. I'll be telling them they ain't got to turn their cameras on. I'm gonna get them on there. Well, I'm gonna get them on here. Dana to move to Iowa, so it's hard to get her on there. And I got some other chicks. It's just a matter of getting them on here. A lot of people be afraid to get on here and shit. They be watching me and shit. That's why I be having to watch some of the shit I be saying too. But people already know I be saying wild shit. Velocity Cuss says Slim says Veggie Next Live says gonna be titled. Says why am I so lonely during the holidays? Shit, never that. Never that. That'd be y'all niggas, man. That's one thing I never got worried about. And then Otto Box is laughing at Velocity Cuss comment about me being lonely for the holidays. Man, you crazy as fuck. And the thing I'm gonna celebrate holidays, I can get 2 fucks about any of these holidays. A Valentine's, none of that shit. Give a fuck about that shit. You crazy as fuck. Nigga, I've been known if I'm in a relationship to not get a bitch shit. If our relationship been fucked up and we've been this and that, Valentine's roll around, they think they supposed to get something there. I don't get shit. I don't do no anniversary shit. Fuck all that dumb ass shit. Now we fuck with each other. We gonna do shit throughout the year. We can vibe, we can kick it, we can go here, we can go there. Don't need no made up holidays to be celebrating shit. And then you try to go do shit when everybody want to celebrate shit and stuck in over price gouge ass places, long ass waits. To act like you showing everybody else that y'all love each other. Get the fuck out with that fake shit. That's why you niggas relationships is fake. Because people don't know how to keep it real. And then Picasso says Reggie the 13 says the 13B course says was 13 weeks at Fort Sill. No, ours is longer than that. Yeah, mine's because we don't do AIT as tankers. Tankers don't have that AIT where y'all go to them other locations to get y'all whatever AIT is for and shit. Ours just straight through. We go through long ass basic training. I think tankers got the longest basic training and shit in the military, unless it's like special forces or some shit. Is longer than ours. I don't know. I doubt it. And then Barry says Reggie says I love all women. Says but my fiance is black like me. Man, I wouldn't give a fuck if I was to get married or had relationships. As long as the bitch like me, that's all that matters. She can be white, but she wouldn't be no Taylor Swift white. If I had a white chick, she gonna be like a hip hop loving white chick, a chick that done grew up watching Martin or she watched Martin because I ain't watching Dawson Creek and all that shit with my snow bunny. Absolutely not. I ain't watching no shit like that. Man, she turned that shit on. I'm gonna do like Dak Prescott. Like, bitch, this shit over with. You should never turn that shit on. You should have never turned that shit on, bitch. I'm out this motherfucker. I'll be on some old get out ass shit. I'm out. Bitch watching Dawson Creek and want to play Hillary Swank and shit. And then Picasso says plus that 13 weeks says that 13 weeks was OSET. No, OSET is that one stop unit training. That's the tanker shit. Ours is long. No, it wasn't 13 weeks. Ours is like 18 or 20 something weeks. Yeah, ours is very long. And then that's why I still be like, man, this basic ain't never gonna end. When they did that cadence shit, talking about something weeks and I still ain't home or some shit. No, something weeks before I go home or something like that. Man, that shit made that shit seem so fucking long. And then the time just started dwindling down. Once you start hitting like around like 2 more weeks and this and that shit was like, wow. Just like psychologically. And that's why they do that shit. A lot of that shit they play on you is mentally, like the Jody shit for the motherfuckers with girls back home. Just prepare them because your bitch gonna be out there fucking. She gonna be gone. Somebody gonna take her. Matthew says, yes, I voted for Crockett. Says she got a brass pair. Says she got a brass pair. She'll be around. Says I don't think she's done. No, she shouldn't be done. She shouldn't be done. And then Picasso said, as long as the Democratic fool wins the Texas Senate, that's all that really matters. And then Picasso, where they was talking about she got cheated. She can get cheated. The Latinos voted a different way. And probably enough blacks didn't get out and vote. And then Picasso says Crockett lost the vote. Says someone told me yesterday. And then Velasquez says got to keep them all on the schedule. Says like Nick Cannon's BMs. And then they even look at Nick Cannon shit. The bitches wasn't looking to be wise. Them bitches looking to get bust in and have a dude that can take care of them. They probably wanted to be mothers, and a lot of these women want to be single mothers. That Nick Cannon got to do his thing. Just be straight up with these bras. Bras be choosing up and shit. He just want to fuck, and he got an option. He can go through rotation. On the box it says marriage is a great thing. It says if you find the right women. It says but 75% of American women have ruined the image of marriage. Since our black folks says we're married at 75% since before the 70s and now 25. But even when you look at when blacks had a high marriage, you got to look at what destroyed the institute of marriage because some of those married households are fucked up. So you just can't blame that shit. People can use statistical data, but you got to also place in knowledge-based shit along with how you break down that information. Because there's also a time period where women didn't have the rights to really work like that in the older generations. Women didn't even have really many rights. Women couldn't vote. Women couldn't do a lot of that shit in them older generations. But as those dudes died off, some of the older women were fucked. They have no income. There's nothing coming in for them, no social security. They didn't put anything into the system, and therefore they don't have much coming out of the system. And they have to either rely on a grandchild taking care of them or their kids taking care of them. A lot of situations, they don't have any of that shit. So that old institute of marriage didn't do anything. That's why a lot of women got up off their ass and start going out to work. Outside of just having to rely on dudes who would treat them like shit. So ain't to just put all that blame on women. I think women who have coming out of that shit teaching girls to use their pussy as a power tool or as a weapon against dudes they were going to be tricking into commitments and shit. And that's the wrong thing. It's been so much shit to where you create different scenarios based on effects of how shit has been. But older people weren't the greatest of examples. They weren't the best of parents. They weren't the best of husband or wives. They weren't none of that shit. A lot of older women who have had babies on their husbands, But the blessing for older women is that there was no DNA testing. The science couldn't be proven because they got caught back in the day. If they had DNA back 60 years and 70 years ago, them bitches be getting beat the fuck up because them niggas had no issue. Your great grandfather had no issue whooping your great grandma motherfucking ass. Will beat her motherfucking ass. Let him find out that kid ain't his. Then he'll start whooping the kid fucking ass because he mad. He done got played and shit, but he got kid up the road and shit. These motherfuckers is scumbags. And then it'd be funny because the broad he fucking up down the street who he done got a kid with, her brother is in the house fucking his wife and shit. So these kids both related, same DNA, but they got some DNA, but it ain't your it ain't your DNA. Like that shit all fucked up. They used to do fucked up shit back in the day. And people be acting like this shit is just some today shit. It's not. And then Picasso says I might be talking about a different person. Says I'm thinking the young lady says who was coming up says behind Eddie Bernice Johnson, our old congresswoman. And then Auto Boxer says Say by the Bell chick says Lark, how you say her name? Hori says she got serious mental issues. Yeah, a lot of them chicks, pretty chicks, be having that shit. A lot of them pretty chicks. You just got to keep a chick to be balanced. They got to just learn to chill. Like you pretty, accept that shit. Stop putting all this bullshit pressure on your goddamn self. Accept what the fuck you are. Stop worrying. Don't no nigga care you done picked up some weight. Some niggas love a bitch when she put on weight. Nobody give a fuck you get stretch marks, but these bitches live by standards of people who don't even live up to their standards. And then you be dealing with them fucked up. Ain't nothing worse than a chick and you dealing with her having to have these internal battles that only she has to come to terms with fixing this shit. And then HVAC says I'm not going to lie, says one of the realest ninjas of all time is 50 Cent. Says his baby mama said when he brought Mike Tyson house, says he told her, you're not moving, says you're not moving her with me. He says he told her you're not moving, guess it's not moving here. Oh, okay, I'm fucking you writing up. He told her you're not moving here with me. Said 50 probably was thinking about all the hoes he's about to F. But that'd be the thing. You have a matching, man. You deal with a broad out of Viz. You best believe she's trying to move every single relative in her house. And that'd be the thing with some chicks that you deal with them. And you come up with a chick who comes from like fucked up family dynamics and shit. She'll move everybody in her family and do your motherfucking shit. My cousin doing bad. They just need a place to stay for about a week till they get on their feet. Here come 10 of their other kids. Yeah, she a baby mama. There ain't no man in the picture, but she gonna get on her feet. My granny not feeling good. I need her to move in too, and all that other shit. And then Picasso says Stacey's dad says the Saved by the Bell. Says Stacey's dad is the Saved by the Bell. Wait, damn, Picasso, you throwing me off. So Stacey's dad is the Saved by the Bell. I guess I was gonna say chick. Says she only wanted white dudes. Says and kept begging for their attention. Says Jada had the attitude. Says that portrayed strength and will. Did see that. Says but oh well. Says pay what you weigh. Stacey Dash, another broad. Stacey Dash is gorgeous as fuck, but she a pretty chick that lost her shit. Silly as a motherfucker. And the Kenny Porter's right hand says Jay Electronica was stretching out. Says one of those Rothschilds women says causing her to get a divorce. Oh, he was banging a billionaire broad. Man, they just have her peel it off. Cause once you fucking a broad good, that's like I was telling about Patty Hearst. This bitch is in the richest family. Them niggas is slinging so much wood and Patty Hearst, rich white ass. That bitch went to robbing banks with them niggas. That's some real fucking pumping. That's some real fucking, man. You gotta go in the Hall of Fame of fucking. If you can get a rich bitch, this bitch come from, imagine you get one of Donald Trump relatives to come out and rob banks with you. Just fucking Melania is so good and be like, fuck that, Melania, you giving me Trump money ain't a thrill enough. I want to go rob Wells fucking Fargo. And the bitch come with, she put a beret on, a black jacket, some combat boots, and a big ass AK and going in the bank. Oh, nigga. Oh, man, I feel like the motherfucking man. I got this stupid rich bitch in here robbing banks with me. We going right to her dad account. We about to steal all that shit for this punk motherfucker. Patty Hearst is a dumb bitch. That's what happened. You can either be pussy whipped or you can whip that pussy. Simple as that. Bang, bang, bang. And them niggas bang, bang, banging Patty Hearst's ass. And somehow they helped Patty Hearst beat that John Wayne old pussy ass and old pussy ass judge and jury. Said she got Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, no way Patty would do that. No way. Them old thug-like wide-nosed revolutionary thugs caused her that. They beat her, forced her to do it. Patty Hearst in that motherfucker gangster style. Dead presidents with her motherfucking shotgun, robbing banks. And Picasso says gang bang, and he says gang bang. Did he freak offs? No, not the that kind of shit, not the freak off shit, but the bras. That's what the white dudes put up with their wives. They want to go do the bang, the gang bang and shit. And then Auto Box it says Picasso Stacey Dash says not the Saved by the Bell chick, says that was Lark Voorhees. Says look it up. Stacey Dash is from the movie. Picasso's known to just fuck everything up. What y'all say that says Blanche says that's right. Says Dak did the right thing. Says she was all about money. Says now you know, Dak. And instead says you stupid. He had her laughing. And then Picasso says Auto Box says oh my bad. And then let's see, Arnold Boxer says, let me see what time is it? Oh, midnight. Arnold Boxer, salute to my cousin Deuce Time. Salute, cuzzo. He said, Gerald just sent me that today. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go because I know my son got those practices he do on Sundays, but we may have to cancel that. Are you going? You going? I'll do a turnaround. That's what I fucking do with these high ass gas prices too. I'll do a turnaround trip. You going down there, Deuce? And then Auto Boxer says, do a show with Foodie, says, and ask her the prenup question. Says Foodie is usually honest about things. Yeah, if Foodie jump on here, we can just jump right into that shit. And then Blanche says, Dak just take care of your kids. Says she was all about money. Says, good work, Dak. Says she thought you was a stupid good. Says, good work, my brother. Yes, indeed. Salute to Dak. And Deuce Time in the building. TB in the building. Salute. And he was asking if I'm going to the relatives party. Yeah, Joe has sent me that earlier today. And so we might just have to miss the little workout shit Sunday. And I'm definitely going to do a turnaround. And then TB says Dak should just start fucking these bitches and passing them only in it for the money. Says he the highest paid QB. Says in the NFL, of course, says she wouldn't sign the prenup. Man, he ain't even got to pay for hoes. He can just throw that yacht, but he got to be cautious. He got to be cautious because these bras is out here knowing what kind of money you got and definitely trying to get a pussy up, but trying to make you busting them. That's the thing, man. That's the thing out here with these bras. Because these bras don't want to work. They don't want to work. They don't want to do careers. They don't want to do careers. They lay on their back for certain type of income. And the Deuce Time says Clippers 500 says we moving. Oh, who did y'all beat? Some team with fucking 10 wins or some shit? Let me check out Deuce team and shit. Let's see. Let me see who the Clippers beat. Let's see. They got to be a whack record. Oh, they beat the Knicks. The Knicks kind of slipping lately. But that's a good win. That's a good win. That's a good win. Dang, Denver and OKC went at it. Yeah, that's a good win. I can't even clown. That's a good win. Let me see what Kawhi did. Did Kawhi go off or did y'all balance scoring out? Let me see. Kawhi, 19 shots, 14. People got shots. That's a good win. That's a good win there, my brother. Good work. Good teamwork. Good teamwork. That ain't that bad. That's a pretty good win. Very decent win. I think the Lakers beat the Knicks yesterday, right? And then Auto Boxer says, Deuce Time says, yeah, the Clippers beat the Knicks. Says that's a good win. Yeah, I'm just saying the same shit. Picasso says most women are taking something for therapy. Says I believe Kevin Samuels stated that statistic around 75% of women around the world. I can see it. Women just put a lot of pressure on themselves, man, for no fucking reason. And then they in competition for this and that, and then the love shit and who they want to be with. They competing. They all think they need to do with the most money and got no connection to this dude. Then when they get to do with the most money, then they unhappy because this nigga can treat them any old way. You're going to put up with a lot of shit. This is what bitches be talking about. They want to be a queen. Well, let's talk about what the queen is like for actual queens and what it takes to be a queen. Because the king gonna get to do what the fuck he want. This bitch better shut the fuck up. You want to be a queen, huh? Think they fucking really know what they're getting into. And the Deuce Time says, you think a rich motherfucker want to hear a broad telling him what the fuck to do, let alone a poor one? A poor motherfucker want to hear that shit, let alone a rich motherfucker having a poor broad tell him shit, nagging to him all day. Like, yeah, right. And then Deuce Time says all our wins are good. I know boxing. And then Steph laughing out at Picasso. And then Deuce says, Dak breakup says wasn't about no prenup. Says, yes, I'm going, what was it about then? If it wasn't about prenup, what was it about? And it wasn't about Jerry Jones. He want to get married because he want to marry Jerry Jones or some shit. And then King Port's right hand says, Deuce says, y'all not making the 7th seed. And then the Steph says, come through, Red. Says, I'm pulling up too. He said, pulling out to LA. Yeah, I might just do the turnaround. I might go out there. Steph laughing out loud at Deuce. Deuce says, yeah, I'm going. Says, bring your gear. All right, fuck it. I'm out there. I'm out there, Deuce. I'm out there. Fuck it. Yup, I'm going. I'm about to ball this nigga up. I'm about to ball your ass. It's on. And it get dark late, so we're going to be able to stay out to 8. And then Auto Boxer says, the Deuce says, I think if the Clippers says can get the number 5 spot for the playoffs, says they can make it out the first round. Man, they ain't making that much of a jump. Says King Porter's right hand says we can get the 6th seed. And he says Spurs again on Saturday. Says we getting that one. Yeah, you can believe that shit all you want. And if Costa says, wait, who was that? And he says, oh, then they shine that rolling. I'm about to ball this nigga Deuce up. And if Acosta says he can get that year money, says back says from filing it on his taxes. What the hell is yacht? That's what they call this nigga wrote yacht. His old brother man from the 5th floor ass nigga Picasso. Hey, brother man can't write, Gina. This the fuck is that? I just assume that's supposed to be a yacht, right? You can get that yacht money back, says, for filing it on taxes. This nigga can't write, man. Brother man can't spell his shit. This nigga Picasso. God damn it. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure you probably asked Siri to spell that shit and your ass can't talk neither. But it can't spell, man. Picasso can't fucking spell, man. Oh my God. Yeah, Picasso from the 5th floor, god damn it. That nigga Picasso from the fucking 5th floor, man. This nigga is something else, man. Oh yeah. Now Jashawn said, man, I'm filming this shit when I ball Deuce up. And the King Force right hand says, Deuce says, I know, says, but I don't think y'all make it though. Since I've been watching y'all play recently, says y'all been balling though. Yeah, they was balling till they ran into the Spurs and shit. And then Auto Boxer says y'all ain't beating the Spurs, Deuce. Says slow down, youngster. And then Rob G, the Bill Salute, says Juice trying to avenge that trying to avenge the Clippers loss. Man, I'm about to do that nigga like Wemby, man. I'm about to be like Wemby on the court against Deuce. Auto Boxer says Red should record a game between you and Deuce, says so we can see who's where you go. I'm gonna go live for that shit. That shit gonna be live, man. Step in there, roll it. Yeah, we're going live for that shit. I'm about to ball this nigga up. God. Auto Boxer Picasso. And if he win, he win. Keep it right here. Says 200-300-pound niggas says about the hoop 1-on-1. Says one of y'all going to us is going to get hurt. Deuce gonna be winded. Soon as Deuce run past free throw line, they're gonna be tired. Picasso says F. What the hell? Oh, 5th floor. Picasso from the 5th floor. Deuce says someone got caught slipping in them in the bachelor parties. Says ain't no way. Says the wedding getting says ain't no way the wedding get called off for a month. Said before a prenup. Yes, they have, Deuce, man. You crazy. You know how many niggas have called off weddings for prenups? Shit. And then I said someone got caught slipping in the and she probably was fucking in her bachelor party. She probably was. I don't understand the bachelor. That's some dumbass shit too. That just let you know you marrying a whore. If a bit like that's the dumbest shit ever that prostitute bitches who done found some nigga to get hitched to have ever came up with. And dumb niggas that come up with, you go get it with a stripper. Man, get the fuck out of here. Now they first thing they want to go to the strip club because they come off the market. I see bitches when I used to come out to Vegas and shit, walking down the strip with the like the wedding gown, and they homegirls got them with dicks all on their head and all that shit. You bet these bitches be drunk as fuck. You best believe somebody, a lot of them, majority of them bitches I used to come across like that, probably got drunk enough to went behind some building parking lot and domed some motherfucker up or got fucked. I think it's crazy marrying bitches that do that kind of shit. I think that's the dumbest fucking shit. I think some people have set some of the dumbest little traditions to marriage and all that shit. Like, we don't do all that shit. Bitch, we done known all this other shit. Talking about you can't see each other and shit. Bitch, bring your ass out here, man. Squeeze your ass before we walk down here and do all this old fake ass old shit. Like, fuck, let me bust one before we, that's the type of shit I'm gonna be on for marriage. Fuck all that shit. Need to do all this dumb ass shit, made up ass shit. All right, bitch, let's go get a quickie in before we go out here, walk down this aisle. We ain't got to do all that crying shit. We know what the fuck we are. King Porter's right hand says, fifth flow Picasso. Deuce Time says, Dak don't move like that. Nah, man, Deuce, here go Deuce with this old cowboy loyalist ass shit he on. That nigga didn't, that's what they put out there. I ain't making that shit up. They said she was about a prenup. This nigga, old cowboy loving ass. Man, Dak is a gentleman in scholar. He wouldn't break up like they give her the money. That's what us cowboys do. And then Autoboxy says facts, Slim. Says if your chick bachelor rep party says at a strip club, says go ahead and call the wedding off. Absolutely. Marry no bitch want to do no stripper shit. Her friend talking about stripper shit. I ain't about to do no stripper club shit. I ain't never done the strip club shit to begin with like that. Like, that shit is dumb. Like, marriage is supposed to be a respectable thing. And then do all this shit. Motherfuckers be fake. Because ain't the white supposed to symbolize fucking a bitch being a virgin? And they put it, it's supposed to be a racial thing. White girls be getting slutted the fuck out. Ain't no fucking way that shit gonna represent no purity bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Them bitches dresses ought to be covered in dirt and mud. And fucking rolled all through if they really want to do some significant shit that display who the fuck they are. Like, people fake as fuck with this shit. Like I say, I get married. Fuck all that needing to hide away from me. I can't look at you. Gotta talk through a door. Man, fuck that. Open the door, bend on, let me stick my thing through it. Let's do a glory hole in this motherfucking bitch. Hey, fuck all that stupid shit. Because it says y'all gonna have burgers and fries, says falling out y'all pockets, says trying to play ball, bachelorette parties be wild as fuck, says, and the women all be hush hush, says be on hush hush time for real. Because that's even like the shit was coming out when they was making the big issue out of Holly Berry and Dave Justice and shit. And they was showing the whoever the National Enquirer, one of them had photos from her shit. She was doing some way out shit. I'm being young looking at that shit like, how's she getting married? Is she doing this shit? That's the first time I ever seen where bras are going to like being around strippers and shit for their parties and shit. I always thought that was some of the wildest shit ever. Like, it's just some dumbass shit. Like, how fuck you getting married? The first thing you want to do is go have motherfuckers slap you in the face with their shit. Are you supposed to get married a stripper bitch putting her pussy all in your face? Like, that shit crazy to me. And then Deuce Time says I'm a baller, says, and I play against people. Well, we're gonna see how much you playing against people prepare you versus the shit that I'm doing. I'm about to ball this fool Deuce up. And then Autoboxy says, yeah, it says the white's supposed to represent virgin. It says virgin. Says chicks with 2 kids, 2 different baby daddies be wearing white dresses for real. Yeah, nobody called that shit out. Nobody called that shit out. They just let her walk down in a white dress. Like, fuck out of here. And then TB says, I think dude's gonna beat you, Reg. Laugh out loud. Says, I seen your basketball videos. Says, give it up. Man, TB, you couldn't even beat me in basketball. Deuce Time says, show the video, homie. Oh, y'all want to see the highlight reel? Let me go and show these skills, homie. Let me show the skills, homie. Because can't none of you niggas do this shit. Let me show the skill. Let me see. Don't sweat the technique, homie. Let me get on here. They just want to, like I say, I'm in here training folks. People want to learn how to shoot like me, man. I'm out here going to start, charging people to teach them how to shoot, how to dribble, teach them some form and all that other shit. So I'm gonna teach you niggas how to do layups and everything. Let me go over here. Where this video at? You show the skills that Deuce want to copy and shit. See, that's all this is. That's why Deuce want to see the video. He want to learn something. He want me to break the video down of how to do this shit. Let me see. So he want me to break it down on how I do this. You see, Deuce, this is how I do this, man. See, so first I run to the perpendicular square. So is this the video? Here we go. So I run at a angle of A equals B. What do you call that? To the perpendicular square. And I hit it at a velocity of 30 feet per millisecond because I'm that fast. All right, here we go. Go. Look. Look, what if I dunk on that nigga Deuce while you play? Nice shot. All rim. Look at that, Deuce. Outside. Bam. All on your motherfucking ass. That's gonna be faster. Look, bam. Nothing. Bam. All day on you, Deuce. You ain't scoring shit. Look, I'm gonna cross you up. Look. Oh, brick. It's gonna be all this shit I brick on you. Look, go ahead and reach, Deuce. Bam. Oh yeah, you lucky the wind blew that shit out. Yeah, say go ahead, reach, Deuce. Go ahead. You reach, I teach. Wop. Okay, yeah, I had to show a few of the misses and shit. Can't make everything look 100. Dog, I'm a dog, Deuce, when you get out there. I hope your ass do show. I'm gonna make sure you're going out there. I'm definitely making sure you go out there. About the dog this weak ass nigga Deuce. This fool knee messed up and shit. See, I'll be taking a light because I know I can mess my knee up at any old time. So that's why I'll be out there trying to play with other people or this and that until I'm fully ready and shit. And then the roller says Reggie Shot form is said like Tim Duncan. Says he's getting that shit blocked, says in the real game. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And then he said, show the footage ain't rolling. Said, never mind. Says after watching Red's video, says I changed my pick. He said, you slow and barely can move, Slim. Man, watch what I play this nigga do. You gonna see what's slow. And then he says using the same calculation says to get the moon, says to make a free throw. It says the math ain't math. He says these hater ass things. I'll be loving when I put these videos up just here, y'all hating. And he says weak ass handles, man. I'll dog you too, homie. And he says can't lay up, says with the left. Man, I ain't gonna lie, no, I can't. But if with practice, yeah, I'd be able to do that shit in a day. And the Jay says laughing his ass off at Arnold Boxer says this nigga move like a center, man. No, that's what y'all think. Watch when I play Deuce. It's gonna be a change of gear. And he says, says 1 out of 15 shots. His score gonna be 21-3. Victory Deuce. Man, watch this shit. Watch this shit. Watch, he don't even show up because the function is from, what is the function? From 1 to 3 or something like that, I believe. You go right to a port right after that shit. I'm about to annihilate. I'm going live for that shit. This is going to be the battle of the millennium, man. The battle of millennium. We're going to have to make a poster for that shit. We're going live. Hopefully it's good. It's good reception. Going to get that shit recorded. And he says, hell no. Man, watch, I'm going live for that shit. I'm dogging Deuce. Deuce gonna quit. We ain't gonna make it to whatever score we're going to. We can go to 21. He gonna quit at 7. And then if it's we're going to 21, if it's 15-0, game over. And then our 14-0, game over. Keyboard's right hand says, he says, I know you can't, says, I know you can't, says, I saw your other video, says, and knew you can't lay up. Says with your left, says you can't really go. No, I can go left, says without going back to the right. Nah, that's where you wrong at. No, that's what you're wrong at. I can dribble with my left and all that shit. I just can't. I just ain't never worked on laying up with it. And then Otto Boxer says, Deuce gonna call red, says, and use my excuse, says he got to get back to work. Right. It's what that ain't gonna use and shit. Man, I gotta go get knee surgery in the morning, man. I'm sorry, Reg. But yeah, I might do the turnaround. I'm gonna definitely come out there. I'm definitely coming out there. Look, Deshaun even know Deuce about to lose. That nigga in the rolling. But I'm about to dog Deuce, man. Ain't gonna put that shit on live. That nigga gonna try to break the camera. Watch that nigga gonna be trying to fight. Hey, don't be cussing me, cuz. Blood. Don't be cussing me, blood. Hey, don't be speaking that crab shit to me, blood. That's what he gonna be. He gonna try to be on some game. I be like, I don't even bang, nigga. The fuck you talking about? You hear me say no cuz to you? And then King Points right here says, he says, play that right hand Deuce, says, and force him to the left. Man, I can dribble to my left. And then I'm gonna blow. Watch, y'all gonna see. I can't wait to see this on Sunday too. And then Deshaun says, no, says, I got the homie Deuces on bees. Man, the bees about to lose for Bozo. And then Deuce says, not Deuce, but Costa says, don't forget to bring y'all helmets. Man, Deuce better bring his Gatorade and shit. And bring a doctor's slip so you have an excuse for when you quit. And then bring a doctor's note. And the Deuce Time says, show the video, says I sent you home. Time out. Hey, hold on, folks. Let me see a Deuce video. This thing want me to show. He want me to show. Cause the nigga sent me this video like he did something. Hold on, hold on, dude. I'm about to add this shit. You ain't even do shit in this motherfucking. That nigga said, show the video that I. Man, you are fucking hilarious, man. Hold on, people. Nigga, it's crazy, man. Oh my God. Let me hold on, people. Give it a second. Let me upload this video this nigga sent me. Why he just act like he just sent some of the greatest of the greatest shit. Hold on. Wait, where the video at? Hold on. Oh my God, you are fucking hilarious, dude. Wait, hold on. Where is this video at? Wait, let me see. Damn, where's the video go? Hold on 1 second, folks. Y'all about to see Deuce ball skills. This is his greatest highlight. This is this nigga greatest fucking highlight. Watch what he sent me. Oh my God. That nigga says, send the video I sent you. Oh shit. Hold on, let me find that shit, Deuce. I got you. Oh my God. Oh, let me see if I can just upload it. This guy is fucking comedy. So this is all he got to show. This is all he got to show as far as his basketball skills, which are trash. This nigga think he doing something. He sent this video like, oh, I'm supposed to be worried about him on the court. This fool is crazy. He lost his damn mind. Hold on, let me get this video loaded. Let me see. Hopefully it can load. Hold on. Let's see. I think he will. Damn, it won't. Wait, let me see. Okay, I got to delete something. All right, it's going to go. Maybe 1 second. Let me delete some videos. All right, here it go. Let me see. Watch this weak shit. Okay, it's loading. Watch this weak ass video. He act like somebody worried about some shit he doing. Hold on, here we go, folks. Without further ado, here's the Deuce highlight reel. Y'all ain't even this all this nigga got to say. I guarantee y'all probably like, what the fuck happened? Did nothing to worry about in that video fucking happened. And guess how long ago this video was? Guess how long ago this video was? This ain't even Deuce no more. And even if it was the current Deuce, the nigga still will get balled up. This nigga sent me that shit like this is some shit to worry about. Exactly, Rob G. What the fuck was that? That's it. That's it. That nigga losing, homie. Look, even TV had faith in you, dudes. Talk about that shit. That nigga just do a behind the back fucking pass, man. Put y'all money on dudes. Don't take y'all money now. I don't want y'all betting for me. Keep y'all motherfucking bets with Deuce, man. That's what this nigga sent me. And this is what this nigga just asked me to play the highlight tape. And that's all his highlight consists of. Him giving the ball to some other nigga that didn't do shit. And that shit was from 2022. Dude's about to get balled up. That nigga ain't gonna score a point. Like I said, all Deuce is gonna do is pass me the ball, just like y'all seen there. And he says, Deuce gonna show up on camera. This is gonna show up on camera looking like Bruce since every bit of 400. And he says Deuce is going to hoop with, he's gonna hoop with a fedora. He says Deuce gonna be balling with some Stacey Adams songs, says a toothpick in his mouth. No, that nigga ain't gonna show up the ball and do nothing. Just what y'all seen that highlight reel is it. He said, bro, pull up a high school highlight, man. look. Exactly. All of y'all picks changing this shit. That nigga sent a video from fucking 4 years ago. His shit talking about, look. I look like, wait, I know the video didn't cut off, man. They show one behind the back pass with a, and then look, the nigga's a Clipper fan. Did y'all recognize who jersey he had on? No, that was Deuce passing the ball. Look, they don't even know who Deuce is. Deuce was a nigga who couldn't do nothing with the ball that passed it behind the back pass to some other nigga in a Kobe jersey. And he a Clipper fan. That nigga's about to lose, man. He says, insert John C. Riley says, Kim Flews look me, man. He says, you better win, bro. It says the way you talking, Reg. But I'm dogging that nigga Deuce, man. That nigga wanted me to play his motherfucking highlight reel, and it ain't shit on it. That's how you know he ain't scoring shit. That nigga sent me a highlight reel of him not doing the goddamn thing. I said, man, this nigga is crazy, man. I damn near passed out laughing when I seen that shit. He said, wait a minute, that was Deuce passing the ball, but I'm gonna play that shit again. There's a catfish on the course. And what the fuck was that for real? I told y'all nigga losing. And that shit was 4 fucking years ago. Said, man, y'all niggas gotta play the 5. Nigga Deuce quitting. He says he shot that ball high as fuck. Says his lucky went in. Yeah, I thought that shit was gonna get stuck. Yeah, that nigga on a Laker jersey and shit. Talk all that Clipper shit. This nigga a fake Clipper fan. And he says the fluidity. This nigga, look at this. Man, we playing 101. Nobody give a fuck about fluidity or some old bullshit pass with a bunch of amateur ass dudes you playing against. He says the fluidity, the vision, the IQ. Just make sure you keep passing the ball after I score every time. Winner take out. So every time I score, I need you to pass the ball to me with fluidity and keep your feet in the concrete or quicksand as I just drive by you. He said, damn, since I thought that was bro said that shot the ball, man. No, I'm going to play this nigga with his Kobe jersey on, fucking passing the ball because he couldn't do nothing with it. It's weak as fuck. All these things is weak in this video, man. The ball didn't even get to where it's supposed to be, man. Oh my fucking god. The ball didn't even get to where it needed to be, man. If that was 5 people on the court, that was a steal, homie. That nigga said, oh, lazy ass pass. Salute to Silvestri, man. This nigga getting dusted, man, with his Kobe jersey on. He says the fluidity, man. Niggas in there laughing at that shit. He said, this nigga think Chris Paul, man. Oh my god, nigga got my head hurting this shit. I gotta get off here. He said running full course is like Cisco and says in the thong video and shit. That nigga got a Kobe jersey and is a fucking Clipper fan. 4 year ago video this nigga want to send me. Cause he ain't been playing ball. Says this gets funnier every fucking time, man. Deuce is comedy, bro. He just passed the ball. That was it. He passed a lazy ass pass that didn't even get to the ball. Talk about fluidity. I'm glad that's what fluidity means to you. I can't wait to get on this court. He says, I definitely thought we were going to see something. Says he should have kept that, man. Yeah. He gonna be like, hey, Reg, you gonna need to edit that shit out. Let me get ready to get off of here. This fool Deuce is fucking comedy, bro. Oh, he says, Deuce says, who you gonna pass to? Slim says it's just against Reg. He gonna pass to me. He'll pass the ball to me. He gonna be turning that shit over and all that shit. He said, you better have games since the way you be talking about NBA players, man. I'm gonna do this for the NBA players. I'm gonna do this for all the NBA players Deuce been talking shit about. I can't wait to play this nigga. Jay ain't in there rolling. Kitty Ports right here says Deuce out here looking like Sean Mayo on the court, man. That nigga is garbage, homie. He says the homie I passed to says a college player. For who? For who? That nigga definitely playing that Lancaster Community College. That nigga, he on the bench. He on the Lancaster Valley College team's bench, community college bench. He says, and the guy says, who was guarding me, says was a semi-pro. You know, the first time I ever seen semi-pro sports was at a semi-pro football game at Washington High School, and it was a 60-year-old nigga on the field. Man, get the fuck out of here with that semi-pro shit. Said to my nigga ain't weak. I see why you like Afro, man. You be coming up with bullshit like that. This nigga college player, yeah. Fucking junior college is a fucking college too. This nigga is fucking crazy, bro. Oh my fucking god. He bringing the nigga a semi-pro. Like he a little bit less than a pro. Like hell, fucker, I could go out and join a semi-pro team, bro. This motherfucker is about to lose, y'all. I wish y'all put y'all money at the casinos. Y'all lose all that shit. Jay says, nigga put music. That's it. That music was so fucking unnecessary and shit. He got all the shit to talk about my videos. So he said that COVID who says shit, man. That nigga had nothing else to show but a single fucking pass. You can't make this shit up, man. Picasso says the demo says didn't even make it to the sidewalk, man. That nigga passed his week talking about some fluidity shit. I can't wait to see my nigga, man. I can't wait to see my nigga. I'm gonna have to do you bad on this court. But I gotta get off of here. Y'all write to me comments, man. Deuce is gonna keep the comedy, bro. It says Deuce says you should have kept that video buried, Slim. Man, y'all should have seen how I fell out when he sent me that shit. He gonna get on here to ask me. I kept that shit hidden from y'all because I did not want to show that shit. This thing gonna tell me to send that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna do the turnaround. I'm gonna definitely come down there. See, I'm coming down there. Then this nigga do say he coming down there to play 1-on-1. I definitely gotta come. And then Jashawn says, be ready. Says, be ready on Saturday for Deuce. Says, we're gonna remember this live, man. I'm balling this nigga up. I know boxing and they're rolling. Kenny Porter's right hand says, I still got Deuce though, man. Keep your money on that losing ass nigga. And they did it rolling. I'm talking about he gonna just pass me the ball with fluidity. And he says, I got Red says Deuce look like he every bit of 5'4", man. And he says Fred still training players. Says, I'm just saying, man, take that nigga Deuce out there. CJ says, you're coming down for my grandma's 75th. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do the turnaround. Because I was telling Gerald that my son got that workout shit. He just gonna have to miss it. He gonna just have to miss it. And Keyboard's right hand says close the show out. Says with that video, man. Y'all want to see Deuce weak ass as we close it out. Rob G says I got Red. Says he gonna keep the distance and score threes, man. Man, I'm about to dog Deuce. Man, I'm just driving all day. I'm gonna make that nigga quick because he gonna be tired. He ain't been working out. He gonna send this 4-year-old ass video. You know, play time over. It's the big that whack ass pass. This nigga had to run out there for his shit. And then y'all so slow. The nigga took like 10 minutes to shoot the damn shot. So someone else made that video, not me. Man, they sent it to your ass. You the one sent it to me. He said, my mom just turned 76. Man, salute to everybody, man. It's a blessing to even reach the 70s and shit. It's still a lot more life left. That's still young. 70's still young. But let me play this video and we out of here on this one with Deuce whack ass highlight reel.